All right. What's up, everybody? My people, Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, or Staten Island, my homebro, Brooklyn. Back at another video. This is going to be a video on the Los Angeles Clippers. Let me say this about the Los Angeles Clippers. And let me say this to the Los Angeles Lakers and their fans. This shit ain't over. The Clippers are on y'all ass, and they're going to show no mercy. The Los Angeles Clippers are out for blood. Now, I get it. They just lost last night to the Brooklyn Nets. But this shit ain't over. They played y'all opening day. You know, the Lakers dominated them in the preseason, but that's the preseason. And on opening day, opening night, tip-off, the Clippers won 116 to 109. So I understand y'all feel, the Lakers fans, Laker Nation are feeling themselves right now, but this ain't over. Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Pat Bev, Montrezl Harrell, Lou Will, they ain't forget. They remember they blew that 3-1 lead to the Denver Nuggets, and they're out for blood. And they're pissed. They're mad as hell. They're out for blood. Kawhi Leonard is playing great so far this season, averaging 27 points, 5 boards, 6 boards, 5 assists, and 2 steals on 51% field goal shooting. Paul George is averaging 24 points, 6 boards, 5.5 assists, 1 steal on 51% shooting. I cannot wait for the playoffs. If the Clippers Lakers make, hopefully the Clippers don't fuck anything up. But I hope they make the playoffs and they face the Lakers, because this shit's gonna be funny, you know. And the AD's down. LeBron's probably gonna go on his MVP campaign. That was his chance to get MVP with AD out. But in the postseason, I just can't wait for that matchup. Kawhi and Paul George are gonna put LeBron through, you know, a new type of hell. A new type of hell that I don't think he's seen in his entire career. They're going to put him through a fresh kind of hell on defense. Like, Lou Williams might end up being the leading scorer for the Clippers in that series, because Kawhi and Paul George are going to go so ham on LeBron defensively, like it won't even be funny. You know, AD, God bless him, AD's not a real alpha. He proved that by demanding that trade out of New Orleans a year after winning a playoff series against the Trailblazers and, you know, getting a game from the Golden State Warriors, who eventually went on to win the championship. But the Clippers, man, Kawhi's playing well this season. Paul George playing well this season. Kawhi trying to regain his superstar status. Kawhi Leonard was the best player in the NBA before they blew that 3-1 lead. He was. He'd won the championship. He was the Finals MVP, and they had dominated the Lakers up until the pandemic hit. And they were on pace to beat the Lakers again in the playoffs. Had the season flown normally, but we got hit with that COVID pandemic. But anyway, yeah, the Clippers are out for blood. They're playing great, and like I said, I picked Clippers, Brooklyn Nets in the NBA Finals this year. If they play the Lakers in the conference finals, you know, if they play, I think it's probably gonna go 7, but I think the Clippers will end up winning. And let me say this: as it's saying right now, the Clippers are currently the number 2 seed, number 3 seed in the West, behind the Jazz and Lakers. So if the playoffs started today, they'll play the Spurs. I think they would win that series. So they might end up playing the Lakers in either the second round or the conference finals. And Kawhi and Paul George are going to give them a new type of hell, all right? See y'all.